Relations between the European Union and Moldova are currently shaped via the European Neighbourhood Policy, an EU foreign policy instrument dealing with countries bordering its member states. Moldova has strong ties to EU member state Romania. During the interwar period, the two countries were united. They share a common language, traditions and culture. The Moldovan flag is a modified version of the Romanian equivalent, with the Moldovan arms superimposed in its center. Despite Moldovan nationalist tendencies and a sizable Russophone minority, the Romanians, whilst having no ongoing claim to Moldovan territory per se, see Moldovans as culturally and ethnically Romanian. The former period of union enables Romanian passports and concurrent EU citizenship to be routinely granted to Moldovans on the basis of descent. A proportion of Moldovans currently identify as Romanian. The level of poverty in Moldova is a stumbling block to accession. The Transnistria conflict, concerning a self-proclaimed breakaway republic backed by Russia, is also an obstacle. Nevertheless, the EU is developing an increasingly close relationship with Moldova, going beyond cooperation to gradual economic integration and a deepening of political cooperation. The EU has opened an office in Chișinău, and on the 23rd of March 2005 appointed Adrian Jacobowitz the SIGD as Special Representative to Moldova, with a focus on the resolution of the crisis in Transnistria. The European Commission opened up a new office in Moldova on the 6th of October 2005 headed by Cesare de Montes. In June 2021, the European Commission announced Moldova will gain €600 million between 2021 and 2024 to help it recover from the COVID-19 pandemic and develop as a country. The major strategic priority of Moldova now is membership in European institutions. Moldova is implementing its first three-year action plan within the framework of the ENP of the EU. The Partnership and Cooperation Agreement represents the legal framework for the Republic of Moldova European Union relationship. The agreement was signed on 28 November 1994 and entered into force on 1 July 1998 for the next 10 years. This arrangement provides for a basis of cooperation with the EU in the political, commercial, economic, legal, cultural and scientific areas. The EU-Moldova Action Plan is a political document laying out the strategic objectives of cooperation between Moldova and the EU. It covers a time frame of 3 years. Its implementation will help fulfill the provisions in the Partnership and Cooperation Agreement, and will encourage and support Moldova's objective of further integration into European economic and social structures. Implementation of the action plan will significantly advance the approximation of Moldovan legislation, norms and standards to those of the European Union. Moldova and the EU began negotiating an association agreement, including a deep and comprehensive free trade area, to replace the PCA in January 2010. The government of Moldova hoped to sign the AA in November 2013 at the Eastern Partnership Summit. And in November 2012 EU Commissioner for Enlargement and European Neighbourhood Policy Stefan Füle stated that negotiations could be completed by then. The AA was initialed at the summit and signed on 27 June 2014. It must now be ratified by each state party to the treaty. The Parliament of Moldova ratified the agreement on 2 July 2014. On 24 January 2011 Moldova officially received an action plan toward the establishment of a visa-free regime for short-stay travel from the EU's Internal Affairs Commissioner. In November 2013, the Commission proposed that visa requirements for short-term visits be abolished for Moldovan citizens holding biometric passports, with Lithuanian Foreign Minister Linas Linkvičius suggesting the change could take place in early 2014. On 13 February 2014 the European Parliament's Civil Liberties, Justice, and Home Affairs Committee approved lifting the visa requirements, and the full Parliament voted in favour on 27 February 2014. The European Parliament and Council gave their final consent to visa-free travel for Moldovan citizens on 3 April 2014, and the change became applicable on 28 April 2014. The European Parliament passed a resolution in 2014 stating that, in accordance with Article 49 of the Treaty on European Union, Georgia, Moldova and Ukraine, as well as any other European country, have a European perspective and can apply for EU membership in compliance with the principles of democracy, respect for fundamental freedoms and human rights, minority rights and ensuring the rule of rights. In April 2014, whilst visiting the Moldovan-Romanian border at Scaleni, Moldovan Prime Minister Iri Lianca stated, "We have an ambitious target, but I consider that we can reach it. Doing everything possible for Moldova to become a full member of the European Union when Romania will hold the presidency of the EU in 2019. In July 2017, Andrian Candu, Mold.